JB, and today we're going to do comical reactions. Reaction to the first episode of another web series, YouTube series, Quaranthings. While I was googling it, I have a I have a list of web series to react to, react to their pilot. So pilot impression. This will be a pilot impression. I don't know if we're going to go ahead and watch the rest of the series, but this one started early September, and they're probably ending if they're up to 8 episodes only. I don't know. So if this goes well, we'll binge the rest of the series and um, have a review for the entire thing. So that's what we're going to do if it passes our pilot impressions. So that's what we're going to be watching and reacting to after the jump. So stay here.
A few moments later.
And I'm back. I've just finished watching the episode, and very early on, uh, it's so uneven. No? The audio, the videography. So it feels like an indie production, a low budget indie production. Um, huh, what can I remember? Um, so again, there's this main character with some family troubles. Uh, doesn't want to go home because his grandmother. Oh, I remember who she is. Gina Pareño. Um, he said that she's homophobic. In the letter, I think I saw that she apologized. Um, so she loves her grandson, but there was conflict, and hard-headed Juju um, doesn't want to go home during quarantine. So he wants to spend the time sa dorm or where he's staying. And then he's left with the other board mate, Rocky. Na he and Juju and his best friend um, who left were afraid of or didn't really have good things to say about because they think he's a basagulero party boy type. Ayun. But clearly, after seeing him half naked, he changes his mind and he has this I don't know. But the real um, the real tension, and I felt it was the only time wherein what go this is interesting because they're after the same thing. The one quarantine pass that will be issued to uh, someone in the unit. So only one person can go out and do stuff and get stuff back for the residents or tenants of that unit. So that was the policy. So ayun, so they don't want to fall asleep because the other one might be asleep when the barangay person comes and gives the quarantine pass. So si Juju wants to get it, si Rocky wants to get it. Um, they both fall asleep. Juju falls asleep on Rocky's lap after being massaged. Nasarapan siya. Ganon. And he wakes up to knocking the next morning, and it's the barangay person with a quarantine pass. He looks for a pen, rummages through goes into someone's room, rummages through a stra- a stranger's essentially, yeah, basically a stranger's bag to look for a pen. and goes through some of his personal things. Si Rocky's things. Yung CV niya, yung mga Palawan receipts. So, I don't know kung sangla yun or pera padala sa family. But, ayun. That brief, that brief moment na nakita niya yung CV at yung mga Palawan tickets. The Palawan is, uh, Palawan? Sanglaan. What's that? Pawn shop. Pawn shop. Um, he decides to write down Rocky's name. So that was the ending to the first episode. He puts the quarantine pass down sa table, and the name on it is not his name, but the other guy's name. So, walang ano yun, walang totally out of the goodness of his heart. Ayun. After one night of getting to know the person, na they start out ganun na naman, no? Na parang they annoy each other. Pero there's some ano naman, there's some good things happening. Ayun. Except there's just not enough for me to continue. So I will have to diba? Parang if it were parang ano, the episode stood on its own. Parang I'm fine with it. I mean, it was an okay indie production, multiple cameras na on different settings. And the audio, parang mas malakas yung sound effect than the dapat audio. Parang, what? And, ayun. So, it's really uneven. Indie na indie. Which is nothing bad with that, no? Pero, ano lang, parang, make it, less noticeable, maybe. Ayun. So, nothing really, again, I'm going to mention the hook, no? As far as characterization naman, ayoko lang yung lagi na lang gano'n na merong conflict between two guys who will eventually be an item. So parang ayun. So first Quaranthings, first episode the past. I saw sa YouTube, second episode I think is alcohol. So I think they're going to go through about episode 1 items sa quarantine. Yun. And then eventually they will both go through their things and eventually become an item, the two of them. Characters, si ano lang naman, yung Juju, yung Rocky, and yung best friend who's I think that's that's a that type, parang a gay best friend, the plot. So, okay ako dun sa dun sa episode na um, race to get the quarantine pass. So may tension there. It's kind of amusing that they're trying to stay awake. Pero beyond that, parang will we go episode to episode? Parang walang thread. Is there no thread? Maybe that's how they structure it. Originality. Pero nga, it's the same again, no, na two guys who don't see eye to eye at first, they will eventually learn about each other, learn to like each other. realize that they've fallen in love with each other. Ganon. What else? Yeah, I've mentioned the lighting, the sound. The music again is a great choice, yung sa ending. So gusto ko yung gusto ko yung the music. I think yun din yung, I'm not sure kung yun din yung sa opening, pero the ending, when the credits started to roll, um, I like that piece of music. Ayun. So, I'm sorry but I'll have to pass on Quaranthings. Not much there to to look forward to. It parang if it's just looking forward to these two guys who are in sort of in conflict right now, and they will eventually hook up with each other later, is not it's not enough of a draw for me. Although these are siguro walang kilig. You know. Um Wala pa. So maybe there will be um after an episode or two. But not enough for me at this point. So I'm sorry, that's my opinion. So I'll have to pass on Quarantings for now. But do let me know if it really turns out to be good in the comments below. That's my pilot impression of Quaranthings. Good luck to the series and actors. There's so many, no? So many series, so little time. So you really have to um, get the attention of the audience, and not just because presenting uh, two guys going to go sweetie sweetie with each other. I know it's BL series, no? Boys love. Pero give me a little more meat. Yeah. So recently I've seen kunwari what is he? Queen's Gambit. Yun. Parang you can't put it down. It's chess. I'm not a chess player. I don't know. Well, I'm familiar konti, pero not really interested to see it. Pero, wow, first episode pa lang, parang you want to finish the entire series. Although, yung near the end, medyo sumablay sa akin hindi man sablay na sablay, no? Pero, it went a little slow between episode 6 and 7. Si Queen's Gambit. Basta yung second to third to last. And then, I also watched Blood of Zeus. So, the animation didn't really, really like. Tapos I was thinking, sino nga nag-animate nito? Tapos at the end, it's a Korean production house. Pero yung the story is what kept you, So, there are multiple threads. Eventually, yung bida ay, well, kahit kahit it's, sort of medyo worn out na rin, na cliche na, uy, be the brother, tapos yung the other brother is the kontrabida. Uh, it was good. Ganun din, there was a portion na parang it felt a little longer than it should be. Pero, naman, it ended well naman. Yeah, I think the last two episodes were a very good ending to the series. And yung may ano yan? my preview of what could be in the sequel series in season 2. So it doesn't have to be super polished, no, and it doesn't have to be uh, a topic na you're very familiar with to appreciate it. So it really um, falls squarely on the pilot to really hook someone in. Um, well, obviously yung director, the writer, the producers are invested in the story, that they like the story enough. They might have uh, they might know of the whole story, how it will turn out na before they shot the pilot. So they have that parang insight on how it will go. But for people who will just look at the hey, watch the pilot, you should be careful about that. Na parang the people who will watch it must get hooked na agad. Yun. So that's my reaction to Quaranthings, the series. It's available in YouTube. I'm not sure if they're on their last episode or the series has ended, but I just watched the first episode that got released early in September. Ayan. So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Comment down below what you think of the Quaranthings series, if you like it, or if you what stuff you like or what stuff you don't like. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, watch other videos in the channel. Roleplay Game Lounge's YouTube channel is Third Player, and I'm JB, and I'll see you in our next video. Please stay safe, and I'll see you soon.